What's up, guys? Now, today is we're gonna look back at this day and think either this is gonna turn out incredibly or this is probably gonna be one of the worst decisions ever. Now, YFN Lucci, if you guys haven't really been paying attention onto YFN Lucci, he's been in prison for the same exact reasons that Young Thug is. He is facing a RICO charge, and it's kind of ironic because a lot of this RICO charge basically stems from the beef that YSL and YFN basically have been going through, and now both of them are in jail for RICO, and both of them are facing incredible amounts of time for basically being the ringleaders or the founders of these gangs. Now, YFN Lucci ended up getting offered yesterday, reportedly 20 years and 17 years to serve, okay? Now, people were looking at that and they're like, Jesus Christ, okay? And he's already been in there, I think, like 3 or 4 years now. And people were like, there's no way he takes this. But then it kind of gave people a realization on how serious this is and how much jail time they're really trying to give these rappers. Because I think a lot of people thought or think that because you're a millionaire rapper, you can kind of just beat the system. But one thing that Atlanta has been trying to do is they're trying to show you that you can't be a criminal rapping about all of your crimes in Atlanta and doing all these things and furthering your gang and think that you're going to be able to just go free and just do this forever. They're really cracking down on this. Now, what they are saying is they're saying, YFN Lucci today has rejected his plea deal of 20 years and he's going to take it to trial. Now, the reason I say this is either going to age really well or really terribly is because if he beats it, obviously this is one of the best decisions he could have done. But if he doesn't beat it, he is most likely going to be looking at anywhere from 20 years to 40 years, maybe to life. Now, to confound and go a little bit further on this, what they're saying is YFN Lucci is rejecting a plea deal Georgia prosecutors offered him in his racketeering case. We've learned that Lucci's instead opting to go to trial to clear his name. According to court documents, Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis recommended a 20-year sentence, 17 of them in prison. In exchange, Lucci would have to plead guilty to multiple charges, including felony murder, racketeering, and aggravated assault, and violation of the Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. Lucci, whose real name is Rashawn Bennett, is not interested in the offer. His attorneys Drew Findings and Gabe Banks tell us the plea offer is absurd, and they strongly hinted the DA is intentionally dragging their feet to point out Lucci is still waiting to go to trial after 2.5 years in custody. The attorneys also slammed Willis for focusing instead on newer high-profile cases that have completely monopolized the court's resources and pointed out her utter inability to prosecute complex cases. They went on to say, despite the obstacles consistently placed in the way of Mr. Bennett's constitutional right to speedy and fair trial, we continue to be ready and prepared to defend these false allegations. Lucci got swept up in a 2021 indictment charging alleged gang members with, that's a big word, I'm not gonna lie, with smorgasbord of crimes. Lucci was accused of being the driver in a fatal gang-related shooting. Among other things, he was denied any wrongdoing, okay? Now, one of the things that people have been speculating and saying is one of the main reasons that everyone's trial and all these rappers' trials, you even look at somebody like YNW Melly, all these rappers' trials keep getting pushed out further and further is because they're trying to drain their resources. What a lot of these, DA and what they're hoping is that after a couple of years, these rappers aren't going to have money and essentially they're going to have to take a plea or something because they're just not going to have enough money to adequately represent themselves. The problem is when you're somebody like YFN Lucci or even somebody like YNW Melly, you were already popular to the point to where you're forever going to be making money off of your music, okay? Now, this isn't somebody like a K Shorty or a K Flock, somebody who wasn't really as established as they were when they got locked up. YFN Lucci had already been popular for years, almost half a decade with hit songs. So somebody like him, you're not really going to be able to run his funds completely out. And that's basically what people are speculating they're trying to do. Now, taking it to trial is a very, very risky thing, as we all know. And hopefully he is innocent of these crimes. But if not, he's probably going to be looking to face the rest of his life in jail, or when he gets out, he's going to be a very, very, very old man. But what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that YFN Lucci maybe is going to be released or he's going to beat the case? What do you think he could even say that he didn't do? I need you guys to let me know. Remember, you like, comment, subscribe. I upload every day. It's your boy. Have a nice day.